Pierre was speaking sincerely when he gave a positive response to her question about Helene's perfect deportment. If he ever gave a thought to Helene, it was to recall her beauty and that extraordinary way she had of maintaining an aloof and dignified silence in society. The old aunt welcomed the two young people into her corner, but seemed less eager to express her adoration of Helene than to demonstrate her fear of Anna Pavlovna. She kept glancing at her niece as if wondering what she was supposed to do with them. Before moving on, Anna Pavlovna again fingered Pierre's sleeve and said, "I hope you will never again say that my parties are boring." And she glanced at Helene. Helene smiled back in a way that suggested she knew it was impossible for her to be looked at without being admired. The old aunt coughed, swallowed, and said in French that she was very glad to see Helene. Then she turned to Pierre with the same greeting and the same set facial expression. In the middle of desultory and tedious conversation, Helene looked round at Pierre and treated him to one of the bright and beautiful smiles which every one received from her. Pierre was so used to it, this smile that meant so little to him, that he virtually ignored it. The aunt was speaking at that moment about a collection of snuff boxes which had belonged to old Count Bezukhov, and she showed them her own little box. Princess Helene asked if he could look at the portrait of the aunt's husband on the snuff box lid. I think it's by Vinesse," said Pierre, mentioning a celebrated miniaturist, and as he bent forward over the table to take the snuff box, though he was actually eavesdropping on the conversation at the other table. He half rose, meaning to go over, but the aunt passed him the snuff box behind Helene's back. This caused Helene to thrust forward to make room, and she looked round with another smile. She was wearing a fashionable evening dress cut very low at the front and back. Her bosom, which had always seemed like marble to Pierre, was so close to his short-sighted eyes, and he could hardly miss the vibrant delights of her neck and shoulders, and so near his lips that he was only a few inches away from kissing it all. He could sense the warmth of her body, the aroma of her perfume, and he could hear the slight creaking of her corset as he breathed. What he saw was not marble beauty at one with her gown. What he saw and sensed was the sheer delight of her body, veiled from him only by her clothes. And once he had seen this, he could never again see it otherwise, just as we cannot reconstruct an illusion once it has been explained.